924 Field Artillery Battalion had lost a third of its outfit, either killed, captured, or taken prisoner. So they were mighty happy to see some 18-year-old kids come on, and they said, "Welcome to the war." Within a couple of days, I had frozen feet. The Germans were on their last legs, and they had some buzz bombs that were set to fly by and explode, and those are being leveled on us up in Belgium. And so it was made you very conscious of how close you can be to being part of the victim. It made you aware that you might not see the Statue of Liberty when you ever again if you were a war victim. German soldiers that we took prisoner were out of desire. They were out of food. They were out of their homes in a lot of cases. Well, they were victims of circumstance, and the Japanese had the invasion of Japan taken place, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today. Those guys would just as soon die for their country as any, you know. They were really dedicated. That flag was in a beer hall in Volkach, Germany. There were 12 of them hanging on two sides of the room. And the first 11 or 12 of us that got inside, we carried them back, tore them off the wall and carried them back, and it survived staying in my foot locker for a long time before I could get it back. Swastika meant death to a lot of people over there. When the war ended, I was still up in upper close to the Rhine River, and we were down to Volkach village where we were shortly thereafter. We were there about 2 months. When we got home, the main thing we had in our mind was not to sit and wait in New York car, wait for a parade to be seen and applauded and so forth. All we wanted to do was get back home and pack the gear away and get on with where we left off. I married my high school sweetheart, and she's been a wonderful wife for 64 years. Just appreciate that red, white, and blue flag out there. There's been a lot of bloodshed to keep us free, and one of the things I've always tried to pass on to my own sons and daughters, daughter-in-laws and so forth, is that we've been pretty fortunate to live a period of time when it's been relatively easy compared to what some people go through.